Hey, well, good afternoon, and welcome to this Monday, the first week of June. How exciting it is to be 6 months through 2023 already. Today, in this episode, we are going to be discussing the three enemies of courage and how to recognize them for better success. Because we all go through these, we all have these enemies that is attacking us and keeping us from achieving the kind of goals that we always wanted to achieve. So today, you want to listen to this because it's going to be a good one and it's going to really help you recognize what areas you need to focus on to get out of the rut that you are in. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and define courage because a lot of times when we think of courage, we are thinking of those who perform heroic acts to save a life. Whether it be a soldier committing a heroic act to save his unit, a rescue person who runs into a burning fire or runs into a car that's burning on fire and pulls an individual out and they rescue them and save their life. That's what we think of when we think of courage. We're thinking of these heroic acts that are there to that gives us the courage and we go out there, yeah, this is it. And that's just part of what courage is, but it's not the whole definition of courage. So let's go ahead and define what courage is so that we can have a better understanding when it comes to applying it to our business activities and ourselves. Okay, so the Merriam Webster defines uh, courage as a mental or moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. So this is a pretty good definition, but I like actually what Craig Hill has as a definition for courage. And this definition it is the power, freedom, and ability to choose a response to whatever happens to me based on my values, not my emotions or circumstances. And we reference Joshua 6:9, where he says, take courage, stay strong and take courage." When you're getting ready to go into Israel, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. That scripture. Okay. So so now that we know that what courage is all about, that it's all about freedom. It's all about the ability to choose the right kind of response. For example, when we're talking about choosing the right kind of response, what are we talking about? So in every decision that you have two responses that you can take. One response is a response that says, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Nah, 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 nah. It's not. This. I can't do. I can't do that because I might get hurt. I can't do this because I might not be able to, um, to achieve what I want to achieve. I can't do this because I just have this deep fear within me." The other response says, "You know what? I like this. This is really going to help me out. I know that for a fact. I know I fear getting hurt. I know I fear, um, not achieving the goal. But I also know that is the right thing for me to do, and I'm going to work through my fear in order to achieve the goal that I want to achieve to have that kind of success. So, courage is having that freedom, is having that ability to make the right choice. And regardless of the kind of emotion that we have, going on within us, regardless of the circumstances that's surrounding the whole idea of this goal that we are setting ourselves up for, we act on it and we push through it in order to achieve. And that, according to Craig Hill, is the definition of courage. So, what is the opposite of courage? Well, obviously, the opposite of courage is discourage. And discourage is, according to Craig Hill, is living as a victim controlled by circumstances and other people. So, what does this mean with about courage? But discourage. So, discourage basically meaning that we allow others to control our destination. We allow others to control who we are. We allow others control our decision making. We allow our circumstances to control and dictate who we are, what we do, and what we are going to succeed at. We allow ourselves to be the victim. We allow ourselves and we blame others, and we don't take responsibility for our own actions, and therefore we are discouraged. We don't have courage to go out and do the things. So it is, in fact, us, right? It's a personal decision within us that keeps us from having the courage to do what we know we need to do what is right, and complete it. So there are three enemies. Okay, so if you like what the content, please share it with your friends and family. Comment in the comment section below, and I'd love to say hi and welcome you and answer any question that you have. Also, go to You can support me at my page at prosperwithchad.com. That is prosperwithchad.com. And if you're watching the video, it's right there. My finger is pointing. Okay. And if you're listening to the podcast, that's prosperwithchad.com. Okay. So, what are the three enemies of courage? Because this is something that's very, very important to understand and to know what exactly it is that's keeping us from actually achieving the kind of courage in order to be successful in our daily business life. So we already defined what courage is. We know what the opposite of courage is, being discouraged, and we know that these things we are creating, our own little environment. Okay, so the three enemies of courage. Okay, so we're gonna go one by one and give you the opposites of these as well. Okay, so number one, the first enemy of courage is doubt. Doubt. Okay, now doubt means that you are faithless, because the opposite of doubt is one who has faith. But if you have doubt, then you are faithless. You are faithless in that particular area, that particular goal, that particular activity that you need to do. You are faithless. That is going to help you get to where you need to go. Why? So, in other words, you don't have faith in yourself in order to achieve that activity and that goal. But even though you know deep down in your heart that you know that it will get you where you need to go, you know you need to do the activity, you know you need to do the work, but yet you have doubt that it will actually transpire into any kind of success. So therefore, you don't do the work. You are faithless. So if you're faithless, then obviously you're not going to do the work because you simply do not have enough belief in that particular activity or goal or the particular business that you are trying to grow. So that's doubt. Okay. Number two. Okay. So the number two enemy of courage is delay. Delay. This is a big one for a lot of people. You know, and it kind of, so if you notice, if you're starting to notice that these three areas, they're all kind of intertwined with each other and they all kind of affect one another. Okay, so when we talk about delay, we're talking about the procrastination. We're talking about those who are continue to put off their daily activities in order to be successful. So for example, and this has plagued me, quite a bit. And it's the delay factor. It's like you need to message 10 people. You need to pick up the phone and call 5 people. You know that you need to invite so many people to this particular um, audio, video, Zoom call, whatever it is. You need to do that. But for whatever reason, you don't do it. So you're delaying it, right? It's like I will do this. I'm going to do this at 2 p.m. I have a schedule for 2 p.m. This is all I'm going to do at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. comes, and what happens? You're on the computer. You're doing the internet. You're looking at the clock. 2 o'clock. Okay, I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done. But what happens? Nothing. You're delaying it. Okay, I'm going to do it at 3. 3 comes. Okay, I'm going to do it at 4. 4 comes. Okay, I gotta go pick up my family. Okay, 6 comes, 7 comes, 8 o'clock comes, bedtime comes. You still haven't done it. You delayed, you procrastinated, you did not do those things. So, what is the opposite of delaying? Delaying is the opposite of delaying is taking action on the things that you're supposed to do. The schedule that you have put together, the goals that you set for the day, the activities that you set for the day, is you actually went out and achieved those at the times, at the you went one by one and you got it done. But the opposite of action is delaying, is procrastination, and you don't get those things done. Well, obviously, you don't have action, you don't have and you're procrastinating throughout the day. It's really because why? You really don't have the right you don't really don't have faith in what you're doing. You don't have faith in yourself. You don't have faith in the product and the business. You don't have faith, so you're not creating it. Or maybe you have faith in the product, but you don't have faith in yourself in order to do that, to get the job done. And that's a big issue. The other thing is, and this kind of ties into the other two. The number three enemy of courage is division. So what happens with division? So the opposite of division, we know that the opposite of division is unity, right? So let's say you just get into a business or you get into an affiliate marketing program, you get into something, uh, you have a mission that you're doing, a Christian mission that you have put together, and so you're putting all this together, and then you're like, man, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome. We are gonna be super successful in this. And then a couple days later, you are like, okay, I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, I know it could bring a lot of success, but why is it so hard? Why is it this? Why is it that? And so there's this division of mind that has come into play. And the next thing you know, that division is creating the confusion, it's creating the doubt, it's creating the delay, it's creating all kinds of things, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I know I need to get started. I know I need to get this done, but gosh, I don't know if I can really do this or not. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do that. So a division of mind. One part, one side of your mind says, yes, I can do it. The other side says, no, I can't do it. Right? Because something crept in, the enemy has crept in and told you that you cannot do that. And you believed it. And you believed it. And then all of a sudden you're faithless and you are procrastinating on all the stuff that you know that you're supposed to do, but you want to do it, but you don't do it, and boom, there you go. The other part of division is when it comes to building your community. So you start off, you're doing well, you're building a community, you get yourself a team, and this happened to me. You build up a team, and then all of a sudden division happens. Well, I only got involved in this because of this. I only bought one product of this because I don't like this. I yeah, why is comp plan this way? Why is the uh, back office like this? Why can I not get? Why am I having so much trouble? Getting this done. Why is it so hard to get this done? And then there's division, and then you start seeing all this massive negativity starts coming into play. And then what happens? All those who are on your team no longer have the courage to do the things that they need to do. You lose courage because why? You lost your team, and your team is now going away, and you're like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. And there you go. So these things are they're a real big problem, right? So let's rehash what the three are. Okay. Doubt. The opposite of doubt is faith. Delay. The opposite of delay is action. And division. The opposite of division is having unity. Unity of mind, unity of team. So these are the three enemies of courage. We also discussed what courage is and how courage um, is really a byproduct of the decisions that you make. It's regardless of your emotion, regardless of the circumstances surrounding that particular area. You are. It's like having the power. It's having the freedom and the ability to make the right decision in face of the adversity that is staring down at you, whether it be fear of going out and making, uh, or it's a fear of actually, going out and prospecting, the fear of getting on stage and talking to people. You know, when you're able to recognize that fear, I know I have this fear, but I'm going to do it anyway. That is really the definition of courage. And we know that the opposite of courage is discourage. It's having the victim mentality. Um, it's allowing circumstances and people to control who you are, and what you do, and how you do it. And so, my message to all of you that are listening to the YouTube, to Facebook, to the podcast is this: take courage, take strength, and whatever it is that you are doing. Okay, when you're looking at it and you're facing it, and the bear, you know the problem. You recognize the problem. You know the issue. Take courage, take strength, and break through that, so that you can begin to have the kind of success that you are always wanting in your life. So I want to thank you for being on today. I will please go to prosperwithchad.com. That's prosperwithchad.com. And you can support me that way by going to my page there, and also sharing and liking the video and commenting as well, because it does help with the algorithm. And I want to say thank you again for being on, and we will see you on Wednesday. Have an awesome rest of your day and week. You take care. Bye.